Well, hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review, and as you can tell it's a little different because your boy's got both his hands in the video. I finally invested in a tripod, figured after 3 years might as well invest into something for the video quality as far as the reviews and stuff go. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging it, you know? I would kind of show off the features of it, but that's not what we're here for. Obviously, we are here for the Elite Series 122. I was about to say, I think that says 122. I don't know. I was looking at the camera. I'm trying to be a little bit more focused on what you guys will see through this as well, so this will be a nice little learning curve for me. But we've got the Elite Series 122 Stone Cold Steve Austin here. Nice promo gear for the first time in the main Elite line. As you know, MDT was right there. I don't ever recall another Stone Cold in any other Elite wave. Of course, we've got plenty of Elite Stone Colds, in fact, but this is like his first time in the main line, I think. Crazy to think. We also have almost all these figures here in this wave as well. Just need the EO and Damian Priest, and will I get them? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want the EO, even though it's just like a simple repaint. And the Priest would be kind of cool, but I was never really a big fan of the Terror Twins. If I'm gonna be completely honest, it just felt like they were just jobbing out Judgment Day week by week, but maybe that's just me. All in all, let's shut the hell up and break this Stone Cold out of his plastic prison now, shall we? Let's get that trusty knife out to do so. I don't know, do I want to do it on the camera? I think we'll do it on the camera. I'll show you guys how I open the Elites now that I can actually technically do so. Just don't expect this for every video, because I don't know, I feel like this is going to be kind of like pointless to do it every video. But yeah, for me, I like opening them from the bottom. I don't know why. Bottoms up, I guess. But yeah, with that being said, forgot the annoying part is getting these fucking things out of here. And I don't feel like taking 20 minutes on camera to do that, so BRB. Alrighty, you guys. Now that we've got this Stone Cold out of his plastic prison, I hope the camera wasn't like shaking too much because the tripod's a little wobbly. This one's one that sits on the floor. It doesn't sit like in the arena at all. That I can kind of show you. Don't mind the little mess. I was working on a pic fed. You can see the other phone there. But yeah, it does not sit in the arena. So sorry if it wobbles a little bit. But at least I got it right. Either way, now that we've got this Stone Cold out of his plastic prison, first and foremost, we can go over all these nice accessories down here, but we gotta go over the hands first. And well, if we take a nice little gander here, we've got a set of fist hands. We've got mic holding hands. Wouldn't do it any justice seeing one of the accessories if he didn't have those. And we also have a set of pointer fingers because Mattel won't be brave enough to give us the middle fingers. Let's be honest. But now that that's out of the way, we can go over the other accessories. And well, first and foremost, let's get the Raw is War microphone up in here if we can get it to focus. There we go. And well, besides the little bit of like camera shake there, we do have a nice little Raw is War microphone. As you can see, if it won't like unzoom, there we go. We've got a little WWE logo like etched in the background on certain sides, but who cares? You won't really notice that detail if you're not paying attention. Same thing with this watch here. We've got nice little details in this watch. If I can get my camera to focus, there we go. We got like little nice paint details, which is way different compared to a lot of the other watch accessories that we've gotten. We also have this nice little hat accessory here. It says Stone Cold on the front. Nothing else, just Stone Cold, nice black hat, can't really complain. Did I say black cat? I meant black hat. We're not talking about Spider-Man here. But We do have a nice gold chain. Can't ever complain about having any jewelry accessories, especially for Stone Cold in his promo gear. You know, like, what are we doing there? Was a little shocked that we didn't get a chain for his Ultimate Edition, but that's actually kind of why I got this, was to get another knee brace for my Ultimate Edition and have extra Stone Cold cloth goods for when I want to dress him up in his cloth goods, you know what I mean? Because those came with the cloth goods shorts, so might as well take advantage of them. I might order another one of these though, just to kind of keep it the way it is, because I can't lie to you guys, once I'm done with this review, we're turning this Stone Cold into a custom. But before we get into that, first things first, let's get into this Stone Cold. And, well, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this head scan is pretty damn nice. A little bit of a repeat head scan, because I want to say we've gotten this many a times throughout the years, but it never stands the test of time, I guess you could say. Or maybe I said that a little bit backwards, I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, it is really solid to see this head scan. We've got the nice Stone Cold torso with some nice beefy arms and shoulders, and the reason why I point this out is because most of the other Stone Cold elites you might find out there in the wild, especially on shorts, they do not have the beefy arms. And well, the beefy arms definitely do look a hell of a lot better on Stone Cold than the skinnier arms, the more or less the Daniel Bryan style arms. Or, well, for an example, I do have a decent example here, minus all the tattoos, these kind of arms, because that's the style of arms they would give Stone Cold for the longest time. But we do get down into the shorts area, and we've got some nice black shorts here. Nothing on the shorts really other than the silver buckle there. So, you know, there's really not all that much to sport here, even though we do have the newer style knee brace here with 2 black knee pads. You know, you got the leg tattoo there. You got some black boots, and yeah, that's realistically about it. I don't have all that much to say about this Stone Cold. It's nice, simplistic, and straight to the point. And speaking of nice and straight to the point, we can get into some of the action figure posability here, the points of articulation you could say. And well, the head scan moves quite nice. It can rotate 360 if you're curious. You've got nice up and down movement there. Shoulders do move quite buttery smooth like. You've got double jointed elbows. You've got bicep swivel here. You've got wrist swivel and wrist articulation. So, you know, really nice here, just to show off the other arm, as I do want to try to make points of articulation a big topic for the action figure reviews. You've got really nice ab crunch here, I'm not gonna lie. You've got a really nice solid waist movement here. You've got really nice kick forward here, just to show you a little bit of an example. He does kick forward quite nice. He does the splits quite nice. No leg issues, no D'Lo Brown syndrome as I like to call it. Double jointed knees, a little stiff, but to be honest with you, smoother than they have been. Especially comparing them to the Creed brothers. I want to say the Creed brothers had a little bit of stiffness in the knee, but they still weren't bad. So maybe we're finally getting improvements there. Though I can't speak for you and your Stone Cold, but as far as all the points of articulations go, it seems like it's moving quite well, because the upper bicep swivel, the ankle swivel there, and, well, ankle bend, fucking the shoe articulation and all that kind of stuff, it's posing really, really well. And well, on that note, why don't we get this Stone Cold all posed up, and we can get into the overall ranking of this Stone Cold and just get signed up out of here. Alrighty, you guys, Now that we've got Stone Cold all up in his final pose, as you can tell, he's given a stunner to The Rock here. All I can really say is, all in all, with the well-rounded points of accessories, you've got the cloth goods jersey, you've got the hat, the chain, the watch, the microphone, all the different hands, just everything you could ask for when it comes to an elite figure, let's be honest. And in all honesty, it seems like this whole wave is fairly solid for the most part, at least from what I can say that I have in hand. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, I don't have the EO and the Damian Priest from this wave, but every figure has been so far really damn solid, and this one does not shy away from that, though it is a little basic, and the fact that it is all black for the most part. This is a really solid Stone Cold to add to your collection, in my opinion. And in all honesty, if I'm gonna be quite fair with you, if you don't have any form of promo Stone Cold in your collection, I say this might be the go-to, the must-have promo gear Stone Cold, in my opinion. And that's just because, not just does it pose well, at least from what you guys got to see on my end of the woods. Let me know if yours is any different in the comments down below, but this Stone Cold just feels like Stone Cold through and through, from the look of the arms to the look of the just overall attire he is wearing here, the casual street gear that you probably wouldn't see Stone Cold rocking necessarily, but who knows, you might. I've never just casually seen him walking and getting groceries and shit, so I can't speak for that. But what I can speak for is, on the scale of 1 to 10, I would honestly give this Stone Cold a solid, and this might sound weird, but a solid 8.5 out of 10. The only reason why I don't go any higher is because, in all honesty, maybe we could have gotten an extra head scan with this. Of course, that's always going to be a big gripe of mine. We need more head scans for some of these figures. I don't want to have to go buy multiple iterations just to have good head scans. You know what I mean? Good head scans should always come with these top tier figures, but realistically, it's not that big of a deal. And in all honesty, the only other issues and gripes I might have with this figure, honestly, I can't even really think of any, so maybe I'm gonna let's bump that score up. We're gonna bring it from an 8.5 to a 9, because this is a pretty damn solid figure nonetheless. I just can't speak for everybody else, so I don't want to rank it 10 out of 10, especially when then at the end of the day, if something comes along and is better than this Stone Cold, what am I gonna rank it? An 11 out of 10? That don't make no fucking sense, and you shouldn't let me do that. But anyway, you know, there is one more thing left to do before we sign out of here, and that is just to do a little tease, a little mockery of the Dave Meltzer star scale. So on the star scale of the good old 1 to Young Buck match, what would I call this Stone Cold? And well, we gave him a good solid 9 out of 10, so I guess it only makes sense to give him a good solid 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I only give him the extra half there because, well, realistically, 4 out of 5 stars, it's great and all, but this is a little bit better than just great. And I just say that with all sincerity. I really do enjoy the Stone Cold, and honestly, now opening it up and playing around with it a bit, I'm a little depressed knowing that I'm going to be turning this into a custom, but it'll all be worth it. It'll all be smooth sailing once we get that custom on their way, and I might start that after this video's done, who knows. But what I do know is, if you guys like the video, you should feel free and like the video. After all, it is free. And speaking of, you know, doing anything like that of the sort, I guess you can go out of your way if you guys would like to, and maybe go out and watch some of my other action figure content. And I'm fucking this up royally, let's be honest, but we do have plenty of action figure content out there. If my phone will focus, we just uploaded well, not an episode, but we uploaded a part to my Armageddon pay-per-view, part 1 out of approximately 12, I would assume. But we got that. We've got another pick-fed match right there, actually, just to throw that one out there. But we also have plenty of action figure reviews, let alone pick-fed content. We also do other shit too on here, like we do unboxings. I'll try to show you how you can fix up your action figures as well, as I did do a video of that sort. Wish I had this tripod when I was doing that, but that's not the biggest ordeal, as thanks to my girlfriend, you know, I did have a successful hand there. But it's just a lot of content. We've been on here for 3 years, so don't be afraid to go out there and find something that you might actually enjoy. But speaking of that, if you guys could help me enjoy my life as I grind this gear up to the highest number I can, we are on the road to 500, and as you can see, we are literally fingertips close. We are right there. We only need 8 more, so if you guys could, feel free to help out there. Send this to your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, your grandmother, your grandfather. Send this to your cat, your dog, whoever has technology and enjoys wrestling figures. Help a brother out, I guess you could say. But before I speak too much, I don't really have all that much else to say, so I'd just be rambling. But with it all being said, I would appreciate it if you guys could. And, well, yeah, just hopefully you guys enjoyed it well enough to want to stick around and see another video, or go back through the back catalog. Either way, just thank you guys for sticking around this long. Thank you guys for always watching. If you do always watch, whether you constantly watch when I put the stuff out, whether you take a couple of days, I don't really care. I'm just happy that you guys are here enjoying the product. And on that note, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I'm not in your time zone, but who cares? But alrighty, you guys, deuces, ooses, yay. This feels weird. Hold on. Deuces. Oh, it's kind of tangled up in a cord. Fuck me. Deuces, ooses, yay.